So I'm gonna say tennis ball or roller, whatever comes out of my mouth. So whichever you're using, the tennis ball, you're gonna more hold on little points. The roller, you'll roll your whole body. So whatever you're using, we're gonna start and take a tennis ball. Feel free to steal it from your dog, whatever you need to do. And put it underneath your right calf. So you can just be there. That might be intense enough for you. You can take your left calf on top of your right. That's like a ton for me. Or you can lift up, and if you're using the roller, you're probably gonna have to lift up and just roll in the back of your calf. And then start to turn your foot out, so you get that outer edge of your calf. And then turn your foot in. So some spots are just going to be trickier than others, and just pay attention to your body. So you want to feel it, but you don't want it to hurt. So you're starting kind of down by your Achilles. Turn your foot out and in. And then make your way up a little bit higher on your calf. And again, start with the center. You can lift your hips up. You can just take your hands and press it into your leg if you're using a ball. But just turn your foot out. Get the outside edge of your calf. And then turn your foot in. Get the inside edge of your calf. Nice. And then we're going to take the ball or the roller underneath our knee. So with the ball, you're more like just going to move your leg right and left because you're not very high. And if you're on a roller, then you can lift and roll more. So one is more like rolling and one is more trigger point. And so this is really, this area gets kind of tight, and it's where it's under the knee, so it's where the top of the calf muscle meets with the bottom of the quad muscle. I'm not going to stay there that long. This is it's a really tight area. And then take the ball underneath the center of your quad. And then if you're on a ball, maybe take your left arm on top, roll your leg from side to side, get that hamstring. It would probably be better to have a roller here. And then roll your foot in and roll your foot out. And just see it. So I'm on the ball, so I'm just taking my foot, I'm kind of waving my foot back and forth. If I was on my roller, then I'm just going to roll, turn my foot in, turn my foot out. Nice. And then let's take the ball underneath your right glute. So for me, this is better with the ball than the roller. So I'm going to go back to the ball and just get the center of your glute, which is your piriformis. Nice. And then, that's good, Emily. And then turn your knees in and get that outer right hip. You can straighten your right leg if you want, or keep your knees bent. But just work your way to the outside right side of your hip and glute. Nice. So this is really tight for me. My tush is screaming. And then work more to the inside. So more towards your groin. So turn your knees to the left. Nice. Good. And then one more spot here. Let's just get right at the top of your sacrum. So just squeeze in there, either on the roller or on the ball. So just right to the right side of where we put the block when we go into bridge pose. So right where your glute meets your back. Nice. Good. And then let's switch to our left side. So just take a moment, sit up. Notice how your right half feels versus your left half. And let's take the ball just above our Achilles, at the bottom of our calf. So you can take your right leg on top of your left. You can lift your hips and roll. So just start with the center. Nice. And then turn your foot in so you get the inside of your calf. Nice. And then turn your foot out so you get the outside of your calf. Nice. And then work your way up a little higher on your calf. And same thing. So start in the center. Turn your foot in. So that area is really tight for me right there. What about you, Vince? Pretty tight right there? Yeah. And then turn your foot out. Nice. Good job. And then let's bring that ball or the roller underneath your knee. So for me, I'm going to just press into my leg and roll my knee from side to side. Or if you're on the roller, you can just physically roll. I just want you to get that spot underneath your knee. You really don't give a lot of love to. And then again, turn your foot out. Turn your foot in. Roll around in there. Nice. And then let's make our way up to the center of our quad. And then same thing, so roll. And if you're on a tennis ball, just lean from side to side. Nice. Good. Take the ball out, and take your foot out and in, and out and in. Nice. And then bring the ball underneath your left glute. So right in the center. And just roll around on your piriformis. Just kind of make circles. And then start to take your knees to the left and get that outer left hip. Nice. And then take your knees to the right, bring the ball closer towards your groin. You can straighten your leg, whatever works for you. Nice. And then lay on your back. Bring the ball right to where your glute meets your low back. And roll from side to side. Nice. And then make your way on up. Take your legs straight in front of you, see how they feel. See if they feel better than when you started. Nice. And then let's put your ball off to the side.